Alright, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Makakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who well teach us his truth through the Spirit and power, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. Peace and salutation to the Yakims and Audio pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. This is Brother Quara from Trinidad Camp, coming to you with another lesson to feed the elect at the house of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Now, I'll entitle this lesson, The Lord is Holy, and so are we. Right? The Lord is for his people, Israel. Right? A lot of you know, just look at this word, a racist as a bad thing. Right? But nothing wrong in favoring your people over other people. Right? Nothing wrong in that. The so-called white man, they demonize this word, but everybody have a favorite. Right? You might have a favorite TV show, you might have a favorite sport. Some might like cricket, some might like baseball, some might like tennis, some might like basketball. You have a favorite star. You know, even children, you have a favorite child. Right? So nothing wrong in you favoring your people over other people. Right? Nothing wrong in that. Because the Lord, he ain't favor all people. The Lord didn't love all people. Right? The Lord is separate. Right? The scripture say, read this precept here. There's the Ecclesiasticus 13 and verse 15. He say, every beast loveth his kind, and every man loveth his neighbor. He say, all flesh consorted according to the kind, and a man will cleave to his own. So like a man will cleave to his like. So every beast loveth his kind. Right? You ain't gonna see the crocodile, liming with the fox, chilling out with the fox, or the elephant, You ain't gonna see that. He gonna be amongst his own kind. Right? He for his kind. Right? So the Lord is for his people. Right? When you go into Deuteronomy 32 and 8, he say, when the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion in his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Right? Now, when you look into an ancient map of Israel, right, with the land of Israel, you would see that the Israelites, they had their portion, and the other nations, they had their lands on the outside. They had their own lot, their own zone. Right? A separation. Right? And you Christians today, you all teach that, the Lord, is of love. He love everything, and, everybody had to come together and unite as one. We are all one people. Where it say that we are all one people. Right? You all ain't understand, the meaning of holy. It means to separate. And they the Lord about separate. Right? And his son also, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, he's about separation too. Right? Because he coming to do the will of his father. He coming to divide. He coming to separate. So we are not all one people. Right? There's Matthew Matthew 10 and start at verse 5. He said, These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter he not, but rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So you see the Lord make that a racist statement, right? Don't go unto these others, but rather go unto the lost tribe of the house of Israel. I wasn't sent for all people. I wasn't sent for all nations, but the nation of Israel. That's who I was sent for. Right? Not all people. Right? So he say, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? Even when you read in Matthew 15, show who are the sheep. Matthew 15 and 24. He said, But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So you see, Israel is that sheep. Right? The other nation wasn't referred as sheep. They were referred as goats. Right? And a shepherd does divide the sheep from the goats. He does separate them. And Yahushua is that shepherd. And he gonna divide his sheep from the goats. Right? That's another precept. Sure, Israel is that sheep also in Jeremiah 50 and 17. Jeremiah 15 and verse 17, he said, Israel is a scattered sheep. See? Israel is that sheep. These other nations ain't refer as sheep. They ain't refer as sheep. The Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, the Edomites, the Ishmaelites, they are not referred as sheep. Right? So when you go into Matthew 25 and start at 31. He said, When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his kingdom. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. So you see, it didn't say sheep, it said sheep from the goats. Goats represent the other nations. Right? And he shall separate. What separate means? To divide. Set apart. So we is not all one people that we're gonna live in harmony and all are we together. No. They gonna be so. Going on had the ruling class, and it going on had the servants, the slaves. You goats gonna be the slaves. You all gonna serve Israel. We gonna possess you all for servants and handmaids, and the rest of you all will go back into your lands, and they all will pay tributes unto Israel. Just as how we paying tributes today to you all. Tribute goes back to our tax. Right? When you watch on our pay slips, you would see all these deductions, all these taxes that go into you heathens. Right? You're all gonna be recompensed. You're all gonna be paying tribute unto Israel. Right? After Esau have served out 1,000 years, he gonna be destroyed. Right? So you nations will go back into your land, will possess some of y'all. Right? And the rest will go back into their land and you all will pay tribute unto Israel. So you all not gonna rule alongside Israel. Right? Or it have this prime minister or this president for this country, that president for that country. No. It ain't gonna be like that. One power, one king. All you nations, you all gonna bow to your Basham Yosha, you all gonna serve us. You know? So the Lord is about separation, He's not about all people coming together. Right? You know, and with that, you know, hope it was edifying. I'd like to give all praises and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Basham Yoshai, Basham Kakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone Well. Peace and salutation to the Akim Lemori, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. This is Brother Aquara saying, Shalom.